Hey there gardeners, Chris here from Garden Steading. I wanted to talk about a pretty significant mistake I made with my Birdies Elevated Planter, and that was that when I picked a spot for it, I didn't do the needed preparation to make sure that it wasn't going to sink into the ground. And to be honest, it was perfectly fine for a good, 6 or 8 months. However, we had 200 mil of rain in a couple of weeks, and one of the legs in particular sunk extremely far into the ground. So it kind of sunk, 15, 20 centimeters, which is about 7 inches probably on the long side of things. And it actually meant that I was a little bit worried that the bed itself might eventually, if that continued, topple over. Now, we don't have a lot of topsoil in our garden. Normally it's a little bit of topsoil and then sand and rock. And so even trying to get pickets in some spots is impossible. And I thought wrongly that this bed would be okay here. It is on a little bit of an incline, but I picked kind of the flatter section of the hill. And when I started filling it, I thought to myself, you know, I should probably get some bricks under those legs or something nice and solid to spread the load a little bit. And also so that the legs, which the whole bed design is really nice structurally. It's a great design from Birdies. I'm not complaining about their design in any way, shape or form. This is a me issue, but I did kind of at that point think to myself, oh, you know, I should probably put something down under those legs just in case anything happens. However, I had half filled the bed and I tried to lift the bed up half full and it was not going anywhere. It was really, really quite heavy, which again, that's a me problem. I should have planned ahead. And what I should probably have done, thinking back now with hindsight being 20/20, but also just from the simplicity of if you're putting an expensive garden bed in, do the prep right the first time. I should have probably dug out where the legs were gonna go, leveled it across the hill. I could have dug it a little bit into the hill, and by digging it in a little bit, I would have actually brought where it was sitting down onto probably all of that sand and rock that is under our topsoil, and as a result it would have been rock solid. Now, to be honest, I did think I might have a wonderful uplifting story of how what I basically did is I got a jack under one end of the garden bed with a nice big piece of timber, a really solid piece of timber, and how I jacked it up and I put a couple of cinder blocks over the other side to support the other side of the piece of the timber. I kind of jacked this side up, which lifted that leg, and I was hoping I would just get a brick under there, get it nice and well supported, and that the bed itself would be perfectly fine. However, that was not the case, as you can see here, by the quite significant warping and damage to this side of the bed. So what happened is when I did that, I jacked it up, and instead of it just lifting the leg was coming up, but it was going out. And so as that happened, it was bending the structure of the garden bed, which is obviously designed to kind of all hold itself together. Now, the end result was that these two panels here ended up bowed right out, and this leg here was a little bit bent. So what I did do is I got a piece of timber, originally a brick, and I was able to basically with a mallet just tap that leg back in and get something under it. But the end result is that I've stuffed my Birdies Elevated Planter. Now, these are still on special and I am very, very tempted to order another one. One of the problems is because we're on a slope everywhere, this was kind of the one really nice flat area where this is getting perfect sun. And I'm a little tempted to put one further up the hill, but again, it's not going to get the sun, it's not going to be as productive, and I feel like I deserve to be punished a little bit for really damaging quite severely such an expensive and such a cool product. Now, at the end of the day, I don't think this is the end of the world. The bed seems to be holding up pretty well. I added a little bit more soil in here. I basically tapped those panels back in with a mallet, which was probably not the best idea. The way they'd kind of bent out meant that they didn't bend back in cleanly, which is why we've got a pretty ugly kind of result here of an example of just how silly I was. And then this leg here, there's like a little bit of a crease in the leg itself, and it's a little bit banged up from where I've obviously kind of tried to knock it back into shape. And it's quite clear that looking at the rest of the garden bed, which structurally is absolutely solid, that you really don't want to be doing this kind of thing with your garden bed, because if you just spend the time doing it properly in the first place, you can end up with this amazing garden bed, which I feel like this will probably be fine. I don't think it's going to fail despite my best attempt to really stuff it up in the initial failure and then trying to fix the failure and really knocking things around quite a bit. I don't feel like there's any real risk at the moment of the bed failing. However, I'm pretty disappointed in myself for not just thinking this through a little bit better. And that's what happens when you rush things and you're lazy. There's no two ways around that. We are going to get this planted a little bit more heavily because I got a whole heap of discounted plants that I'm going to spread across various parts of the garden. And of course, this is one of the best bits of our garden in winter because the sun is coming across, it's in the afternoon, it's getting this beautiful sun. This is going to be a very productive part of our winter garden. And as a result, we need to get more plants into it. So yeah, learn from my mistakes, because seriously, you don't want to be in this position just because it is mildly embarrassing, to say the least, to do something this silly. And like I said, I want people to learn from my mistake, and it is one of those far more obvious lessons, but at the same time, yeah, this should give you something to think about. And like I said, these are, I'm pretty sure, last time I checked them a couple of days ago, because I was like, I wouldn't mind getting another one. These are still on special. So if you're thinking about an elevated Birdies planter, I would grab one when they're on special, because it makes them much, much more cost effective and a much more attractive deal. And I've bought all of my own Birdie stuff. I'm not being given anything for free. So yeah, just keep that in mind. This is an actual customer saying, this is a good bit of kit, and that's despite me absolutely, really ruining my own garden bed. So, yeah, just,